Do you want to play a game? To your right is a radio where you can listen to the instructions on how to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you want a little bit more from me, you can check out the link tree as well. If you do not do this within the next minute and a half, your cellular device will explode and destroy your dog.
What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, we are taking a look at another Saw movie as a film review. Yesterday, we took a look at Saw 1. Today, we're taking a look at Saw 2. And, you know, I'm going to continue this stupid little joke at the start of every single Saw video, because I'm taking a look at all 10 of them over the next 10 days for Halloween, for Spooky Month. So, if that is something that you are excited for, please do stick around, because we have a load of other horror movies to review throughout all of Spooky Month. So, here we go. Saw 2. Without any further delay, let's check out what Google has to say about this movie. It is a horror mystery and came out 2005, so 1 year after the first one. And it is 1 hour and 34 minutes, which is 10 minutes shorter than the first one. Just a little fun fact for you. And then it is a 6.6 out of 10 on IMDb and a 38% of Rotten Tomatoes. You can watch this on Netflix, YouTube, Google Play, and Amazon Prime.
Do you want to play a game? Officer Eric realizes that Jigsaw is back to playing his evil tricks of locking down people and gruesomely torturing them. Eric has to find a way to set his son and the others free from Jigsaw's dungeon.
So how this movie actually starts is with this police officer being really upset, being like, hey, I miss my son. Dog, you need to stop doing this. You need to be more respectable. The son's like, fuck you, Dad. So he fucks off, gets caught by Jigsaw and put into this room with a load of other people. They all wake up from their comatose state, and they're all locked in this room. One of them wakes up, and it's the girl from the first movie who's in the bear trap one, and she's shitting herself. She's shitting bricks. She's fearing for her life because she's been in this situation before. They listen to the radio, and it does say that they all have a number on the back of the neck. I worked that out fucking instantaneously. That is something that fucking clicked in my brain straight away. Normally with Jigsaw and Saw, they'd like to subvert expectations and try and like catch you out by using throwaway lines, which are actually really important. And I caught this one, and I was very proud of myself because it was one of the main points towards the end of the movie on how they could have got out on their own quite easily. I was very happy with that. I enjoyed it. I thought it was sick. The police have their own side story in this, where they're currently at Jigsaw's place, you know, his monster house, and they are, you know, trying to catch him, trying to like get him to free these people. So they're interrogating him and watching him and talking to him, and he's not really giving them anything. And there's these monitors on the screen where they're watching these people die and like, you know, struggle. And anyway, the police are trying to like pinpoint the location where this live stream is coming from, whereas you know, these people are fighting for their lives. So we have our first death be a guy who brought them all here and drugged them all, getting burned alive, and he didn't get the drugs to save them from the poisonous gas which is being pumped through the house, which I did forget to mention. Next one is someone gets pushed into a pit of needles. Next one, someone gets their hands caught in a box. And the next one's the big, like, angry prison dude beats the other guy to death to get his number. The other girl just dies of exhaustion, or like dies from the gas, and that does leave our main two characters being the bear trap lady and the kid. And they all get pissed at the kid because his dad is the police officer that put them all in jail, put them all in prison, and the girl ends up being left hanging by her wrists. So it just leaves the other three. And that guy is chasing the other two down, trying to kill them to escape and get the drugs for himself so that he doesn't die. They end up going into the basement, moving the safe and going down, and it leads into the fucking the bathroom from the first one, which was wild as fuck, not gonna lie. That was insane. I was genuinely surprised that it led there. And then the two actually surprise the last guy and kill him and manage to escape. They then realize that this live stream isn't actually a live stream, it's a recording. So this happened in the past. The son was actually in Jigsaw's lab the entire time, but the father decided to kidnap Jigsaw and take him to the house which he thought they were at. And then the girl who was actually in that house is working with Jigsaw and fucking traps him down there as well. And that was such a fucking plot twist. I fucking loved this one. This one was fucking sick. I loved the traps. I loved how there was more people. I liked the like twist, but I can understand how they overlooked it because of like waking up in a strange place with these strange people and someone got shot in the fucking face. I like that. It's cool. It's like an interesting concept, and it is a natural development, natural progression from the second one, where it's higher stakes, more people, very, very simple thing. If they just looked at the back of everyone's necks, they would be able to work it out and get out pretty much like that. But they didn't do that. They went through it all and ended up dying one by one and going at each other's throats, when if they were just calm, collected, spoke to each other, they could have got out quite nicely, because they do need everybody to get out, because if they didn't have everybody, the last guy wouldn't have been able to see what the number was on the back of his head. So he needed somebody. The way that this movie is, like the way it's filmed, is so good. Like, it looks like he's on a grimy, disgusting camera. Like, the camera genuinely doesn't look that great. The quality looks really grim, and it just gives like a whole new aesthetic to it, which I haven't really seen with other movies before. And the characters were really all good. They were pretty much one note, but their clash is what made up for that, because they didn't really have much development. Their like clash of emotions and their clash of thoughts and opinions was what made it so much more entertaining to watch and to sort of root for certain people. And I was rooting for the girl that had been in a saw trap before. Not gonna lie, I was rooting for her the entire time, and I thought it was fucking vile how they pushed her in that fucking needle of that. It was insane. Genuinely so fucking mean, and I cringed, and my toes curled, my fingers curled. I genuinely was watching it with like such like, I don't know the word for it. It made me feel like so tense, on edge, and like cringe, because I can imagine how that would feel. Like, I have had like tetanus shots like at school, so I know how a needle feels. So I can imagine that all over my body. I've also had like an operation on my toe and in my mouth, so again, I know how needles feel. So it is like, fuck, I know how that would feel all over your body, and you having to like rag through the like needles to get to the key. It's so intense, especially with the time limit. And she did all that just for the guy to fuck up and then blame her. He blamed her. He had the fucking audacity to blame her when he fumbled. And I was fucking livid at that guy. Genuinely. Who the fuck did he think he was? That was so fucking aggravating. Like, I genuinely hated him. However, I was so upset when it was revealed that she was working for Jigsaw, because it's like, dog, what the fuck? I was rooting for you, and you were the one who was behind it. You still didn't deserve to be thrown into the needle pile, but still, what the fuck, dog? I was rooting for you. I was hoping for the best. I was hoping that you would make it out alive, and you had to get out of jail free card this entire time because it was your own game. I thought that was wild. I genuinely, that was a plot twist which I was not expecting, and that's what I mean with it being a simpler puzzle. I didn't expect this one to be as good, because I worked it out within like the first like 5 minutes of the movie. So with it like having that big twist where she was actually working for Jigsaw, I actually really liked that, because it made the movie like so much more interesting, and you can go back and look at certain situations and like see how she was acting and like why she was acting like that. And with these movies having these plot twists, it adds that rewatchability where you can go back and you can be like, oh shit, yeah, they did do that, they did say that makes sense, and it is really obvious now that you know everything about it. So I really like that about these movies, and I really think this one is much better than the first one. Just with the like traps, they were a lot more like wild and out there, and again, there was more of an overarching like thing. They all had something in common, where they were all put away by that guy's dad, which built for more tension and mystery and like suspense, because obviously they would all have a grudge against him because of what his father did, which personally I don't agree with, because technically he did nothing wrong. It's just what his dad did to them. So they shouldn't really be upset with him, because he didn't ask for that to be his father. He didn't ask to be in this situation. He didn't ask for any of it. He was just kind of put here. So I do feel like it is unfair for them to be upset with him, because again, he didn't do anything wrong. And like he didn't deserve any of like the torment and aggravation that they were putting on him just because of who his dad was. Other than that, I think this one is like absolutely way better than the first one. Absolute like solid. I think it's a solid like 9 out of 10. I really did enjoy this one. This one had me like on the edge of my seat and had me like trying to guess everything, and this one really got me locked in. I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was really, I don't know, I just like the mystery behind it all, and I think that's why I like Scream so much. I'll get into it when I do start reviewing the Scream movies. I do believe there's 7 of them, so I'll get to reviewing them in the next couple of days, next couple of weeks, after I finished all the Saws, obviously. But I just like the mystery and try to work it out. That's like the main entertainment value for me from these movies. So I'm really excited to see what the next ones have to offer. And I can't wait to watch all the rest of them, because there is so fucking many of them. And you know what? It looks daunting to take a look at every single one of them, but I think I'll manage. I think I'll be able to do it. So I hope you all stick around for this journey, and let me know down in the comments below what you want me to review next Halloween, because I already have everything that I want to review for this Halloween set up and ready to go. So you know, just let me know what you want from next Halloween. I'll get on it as quickly as possible. But other than that, I'll see you all next one. Hope you all have an excellent day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe.